Great effort by Illinois. They were able to get some stops when they needed to at crucial points of the game. And, from Illinois' standpoint, I think they've improved tremendously on defense. I think that showed up today. They were stout in the red zone. When you look at us, we had to kick field goals there. And that ended up probably being a difference in the ball game there. Late in the early fourth quarter, about 10 minutes left to go there. I probably should have went for it on 4th and 1 at midfield, and that was a mistake on my part and didn't go with my intuition. So it's a lesson learned, and I assured our team that I won't make that mistake again. We'll put the offense back out there and see if we can get a yard.
Maybe the key play, you had a strip sack, couldn't get that fumble. You kind of think
that was a huge play. We had a chance to get the ball there. We got some pressure there on Lunt, but the ball didn't bounce our way, and we got to regroup, build on some of the things that we did well today, and we got a long journey ahead of us, and it's one game a week, and we got to show that improvement that you normally see with a team from week 1 to week 2.
One of the positives from this is I thought the defense played really well, especially up front. D-line looked really good, got pressure with 4 guys and stopped the run.
Coach Bryan had a good plan, and obviously Illinois' coaching staff was very complimentary of them, and we can build on that, and that's something that's encouraging, and I'm encouraged by some things we did there.
Did they adjust late to be able to get in the end zone, or do you think that it was a combination of maybe the guys wearing down a little bit?
The very last play there, we were supposed to be pressed up. They ran a switch route there, and we didn't get that obviously done there. So that was a big play there, and we had them backed up and felt like we had to put some pressure on them and come after them, and we didn't hold up and cover 0. But the game really didn't come down to that play. Offensively, we were 4 of 19 on 3rd down. That's something that you can't win very many football games doing. We were able to possess the football, which was something that we wanted to do, and we just got to be a lot better on 3rd down. And when you get the ball in the red zone, we got to score touchdowns. Early on, we weren't functioning or executing at a high level. I felt like at times, whether it be little things like blocking, had a couple drop balls today. One of the drop balls we had, we felt like could have put us down on the goal line or maybe even a touchdown there that wouldn't have put us in this situation we were in at the end of the game. But that's here nor there, and Coach Beckman's done a good job. He's improved his football team. I see improvement with him, and we'll move forward.
I know you've been preaching winning these games since you've been here, but it seems like it's kind of carried over the rest of the program because a couple of years ago, being this close would have been a bigger deal than it seems like.
We've changed our mentality, and that's a compliment to our kids. And we're not here to collect a check. We want to try to win these games. We felt like this was a winnable football game. We knew we'd have to play well and execute, and we fell a little bit short. But we'll encourage our players, build on this, and look forward next week to Duquesne.
Can you kind of talk? You mentioned that you changed your mind on the 4th and 1 play. Can you talk a little bit about, I guess, what your thought process was there?
Well,
was that a discussion
we have a punt formation that we have the option to run a fake out there to the right, or punt the ball, and we at the end of the day didn't get that executed. So I felt we've been shifting around on the punt team up until that point to see if it was there, and felt strongly that it was there, and we just didn't execute it at the end of the day and made a poor decision there to punt the ball right behind the guy. So
it was the punter's option there if I don't see the opening.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or you can continue to run wide and get the first down. If we run it probably a little bit wider there, without seeing it on film, if we run a little bit wider there, we probably continue running outside that blocker and run for a first down. But you can, and I'll second guess myself on that play call there the rest of my life probably. But that's part of the game, and I didn't listen to my intuition, and that's a big part of this game. I normally go for it a lot on 4th down, and I have in the past, and we did today several times, but we didn't execute that one, and probably should have left the offense out there and ran the ball.
Have you ever seen anything quite like that, the way that play finished out? I mean, how many times could you run that again and have that not happen?
Well, I hope never again, and to be honest with you, but you know, it's not designed that way. All plays are designed to be successful, and there's an execution part of it, and we didn't execute it at the end of the day.
They had a big kick return earlier that set up a touchdown.
They had-
Special teams.
That was 2 short fields, you know. We were down there to make the play on the kickoff. We had 2 guys in the area, and we didn't make the tackle, you know, which was disappointing. After that, we changed up a responsibility of a couple people. But from then on, we did a pretty good job of containing them. But they did get one out on us, and that gave them a short field. And then after the botched punt situation there, that gave them a short field again. Really, for the most part of the day, we were able to keep them on a long field and keeping us some 3 and outs. And that was a good accomplishment. I mean, they're a good offensive group. Don't be misled by what you saw from them today. They caused a lot of problems. Thank goodness we had a lot of time to prepare for them. And they do a good job. They have good players.
How do you think Dante played in his first start?
I played pretty good, you know. I'd like to see a couple of those guys catch a couple of balls for him there. But his first time out, I think you saw that what he brings to the table. You know, a couple of times I wanted him to pitch the ball a little bit earlier and instead of keeping it. But he's a threat to run, and he can throw. So I feel good about that. Got to get those offensive linemen to settle down probably a little bit. Had some young guys out there for the first time. You know, a couple of times showed up glaring, but I'd like to see us effectively run the ball better between the tackles and not have to rely so much on perimeter run game. And, you know, Jody Webb, he went out of the game. You know, he had some heat exhaustion type situation. Nothing that we'll do some testing on him and see what his status is for next week. So we got Ryan Moore in there and Martin and those guys. But that's a position that we have enough depth at that we should be able to continue to function at a high level.
Was the screen, you guys had a lot of success with the screen. Was that something you saw on film? Or something
We saw it on film, and you know they like to get up the field and give us the opportunity to get our backs out in space. And then one time we came backside to Andrew Williams, and what's ironic about that play is one scrimmage we had, Jamie Bryant was blitzing us, and Andrew ran into the middle of the field, and I went down there after he was laying on the sideline. I'm glad we got that corrected in the spring or in the fall, because he kept it back out there on the edge where he was supposed to, and just he was blazing down the field there, just couldn't get away from 3, I think it was, over the top.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, man. Good job.